Hey guys, Tim and Adam here, and we want to welcome you back to Flipper Flicks. You guys know how much Tim loves his foods, and he got to try a new one recently called 3 Wishes.
Yup. Breakfast being my favorite meal, I was excited to try this new cereal out. It's high in protein, low in sugar, and grain-free.
I thought I saw that 3 Wishes is free from wheat, dairy, soy, oats, corn, rice, and peanuts.
That's right. It's plant-based and gluten-free certified, made with modern-day clean ingredients like chickpeas, pea protein, and tapioca.
Well, that sounds like a feat of food science.
One that took 2 years to develop.
Incredible! So what flavor of these 3 Wishes did you devour, Tim? I saw they had cocoa, cinnamon, honey, and unsweetened.
I went with cocoa, and it was delicious.
With 70% less sugar and as much as 8 times the protein of their decadent counterparts, there can't be anything like this on the shelf right now.
And there isn't. 3 Wishes is now offering our listeners 10% off with the code PODCAST10.
So head to their website at www.3wishescereal.com to learn more.
We hope you enjoy this episode.
That was beautiful.
Thank you. We're Flipper Flicks, by the way, and I'm Adam, and I played the annoying kazoo, and Sam's up now.
Wait,
You're not gonna...
did you say
Sam,
your name?
you're up.
Say your name?
I did say my name.
You just got tagged in.
Yeah, I said my name, Sam.
Okay, well, Tim's here too. I
Yo.
guess we'll get to him later.
No, I'm Tim.
Yo, Sam!
Oh my god.
Yo, Sam!
This is terrible. Okay, so I'm sure you've got a nice preview of what movie we've watched. If you haven't figured it out, you will here in a bit. But before that, we have some social media where we'll tell
Social media!
where we'll tell you what movie we watched for the week. I'm just gonna ignore you. We're on Twitter and Instagram. Our handle is @FlipperFlicks. We, like I said, just tell you what we're gonna watch, post some fun facts. And I'm getting laughed at, rude. And then we release episodes every Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern time. I don't know why we picked 1 p.m. That's kind of odd, but
I liked it. It was in the middle of the day, but it wasn't noon.
Yeah, like we stuck with you. We're like, you know what? You can get us after your lunch break or during or who knows when. And we release those episodes. Stop looking at me like that. I'm getting such judgment. We release episodes on the major podcasting platforms like Spotify, Apple, Google. And we also have a website.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. And it's www.flipperflakes.wixsite.com/home.
Yeah!
Is it dash or .wixsite?
.wixsite.
I got it
Wixsite.
right.
It's .wixsite, Sam.
I can't believe we forgot it like 2 episodes in a row. Well, the link is below in the episode details if that helps you out. You never even have to memorize it. Okay, on to Tim. What movie did we watch, Tim?
Yo, I'm Tim. We watched Rocky, the original, 1976.
Yes.
It won lots of awards. I'm gonna lose. I can't do it anymore.
That's the
No, didn't it win like 20 awards?
Something like that.
Yeah. 3 Oscars.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah. So I think it was good for this category.
Yeah, when you talk about award-winning.
Wait, Tim, yeah. What category award-winning is that?
I was getting to it. I was building up to it.
Yeah.
So yeah, the original Rocky, 1976, that spurred a lot of other movies behind it.
Yeah, not the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Which
different.
Is also a fantastic movie.
Yes.
Yes, but a different. If you're in for this,
You might not
You
be
might
for
not like
that.
the other one. You might like it. I'm not saying they're mutually exclusive, but they're not the same.
They're
thing.
not even remotely close. But anyway. So yeah, I guess I'll read one synopsis. I'm going to use the Amazon
They're
one
like
because I watched it on there.
1,000.
I know.
We watched it on Google Play.
Yeah, and I don't know. A lot of the other ones I read just didn't feel right, and this one still doesn't feel right to me for like a synopsis for it. I wish I could find like the original, but I don't know. I feel like I've looked at so many you can't really tell. But I'll read this one. Amazon synopsis of Rocky, 1976.
It was a cold winter day
I don't know why I
in
laughed.
Philadelphia.
I don't know why I felt like saying it all again.
I know. You went like into full narration.
I
mode.
did. and you ruined it. No, just kidding.
Sorry.
As boxer, every man Rocky Balboa, Sylvester Stallone comes out swinging with heart, humor, and unforgettable power as he goes the distance against world heavyweight champion Apollo Creed, Carl Weathers, in this unforgettable Oscar-winning film. See, that's not even
Yeah, I
like
don't know if that
it's
synopsis feels right.
No, it just doesn't get, the other ones were like, he goes, he fights the world heavyweight champion for self-respect. It's like, I don't know if it's self-respect either.
I think you got a little bit of money.
Like, I don't know. Yeah, I think he just does it just to do it. I don't
Oh,
know.
yeah, I'll fight him.
Fantastic movie. I guess I shouldn't ruin that right now, but...
Damn it, Tim. Already.
Well, I've seen it, right?
Spoilers.
I've seen it. I picked
Yeah,
it,
that's
so I
true.
guess it's okay. Because it's award-winning, and, like, you guys haven't seen it at all? Or you hadn't seen it?
I've
Correct.
seen the beginning of Rocky. I've seen... Is Mr. T in one of them?
He is, the third one.
The third one. I've seen parts of that.
Okay.
And at one point, when my parents went on a date night, I think, my brother and I rented the one that has his son. Not
Rocky
Creed.
Balboa,
So you
yeah.
were really far into the...
Yeah, like the guy from Hero or Gilmore Girls, whichever one you want to choose.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually thought that was a good pick for Sylvester Stallone's random son, but that's besides the point.
He even did, like, the lip thing. Like, he faked
Yeah,
it.
he did.
He did, the lip thing, which was weird because that wouldn't be, like, a genetic trait necessarily.
I know.
Yeah.
But continuing on, Tim, what were your expectations going into
Sure,
this
yeah.
film?
I mean, I guess I'll just say it. I mean, I loved it as a kid. It was super, like, inspirational for me as a kid. Or it's like one of those movies, like, you're like, woo! I gotta learn how to box now, kind of thing. Like, you gotta,
Yeah.
you get up and you're like, I gotta go do something. I gotta go box. I gotta go cut the yard real good. I don't know. I gotta go do something.
I gotta go do a podcast on this movie? Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever
It's
a
considered,
podcast
like, one of
is,
the
as
top-
10-year-old me is
Yeah,
watching this
that's
movie.
Yeah.
I think I read that it's one of the top 10 most inspirational films.
It's the type of movie that gives you tingles and, like, gets you, like, pumped to do shit. Yeah. So when
the
I heard
music.
you guys
Yeah.
really hadn't seen it, yeah, it's very well known for its music too.
He
I
was disappointed.
I was like, award winning, and this was for some reason the first one that popped in my head this time. I was like, bam. You guys hadn't seen it. I was very disappointed about that. Yes. And I was
Did
just
you know he was disappointed in us?
I was very disappointed. I did not realize it was a 2-hour film
2 hours and 2 minutes.
until I started watching it, and then I was like, oh, right. But anyway, whoever's next, go ahead.
I can go. So, like I've seen parts of these, and you know that it is boxing, and you know it's got Sylvester Stallone-ness
True,
in
true.
it, where he mumbles. He's got the Stallone mumble. I don't know. I can't. We tried to do captions, I'm going to be honest, and Google Play's captions on our TV was not perfect. But my expectations going in, though, I was intrigued because I didn't realize it was the best. It was nominated and won Best Picture. Like, it beat out Taxi Driver
Yeah.
for that award. And to me, like, I mean, both are, like, up there, like, oh, you got to see these movies at least once in your life. So I was not surprised by that just because of its reputation, but I mean, it's also got Carl Weathers in it,
Right.
So. And Sam's just sitting here like,
Yeah.
But yeah, my expectations were I should like it. Let's see if I do. Sam,
I'm just... I think
Yeah,
you guys
you
know
gave me
my
this-
expectations.
you gave me this exact. I want you to say exactly what you told me before you and I actually watched it.
I don't remember that. I was just gonna say that. Why would I watch this movie? To quote Tim, so
Because your dad and your brother made you
that's
watch
true.
it.
That's true. It's definitely one of those ones that could have gotten snuck in as like my family made me watch it, but like as knowing my like taste in movies, it's like why would I watch this movie?
Yeah.
So it's not shocking that I didn't see it. And this afternoon I was kind of like mumbling and grumbling about
A
it.
bit.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll see how those may have changed or stayed the same.
Yeah, so we'll go ahead and say spoilers.
Yes.
And Tim, I want you to know right off the bat that the music, the trumpets come in, and Sam's already laughing.
Oh no!
Like Rocky's title comes across the screen, and she's just like, She just starts cracking
It's
up. And I'm
76 style,
Yeah.
baby.
Let me go ahead and jot that down.
I was gonna
real
say,
quick.
are your notes about me watching this movie? Because I hope not. I hope you took other notes besides just Sam scoffed loudly or something like that.
My other note is Sam started nodding off at this point.
It does.
And then-
It can do that, yeah, for sure.
It's from 1976.
Well, I was gonna say it's interesting that it was competing with Taxi Driver. I kind of got like a Taxi Driver vibe at the beginning. I don't know if it's just because they both live in like rundown apartments. I think that's probably what
I
it was.
think you just stereotypically, like anybody who lives in a rundown apartment in 1976 is same movie.
I don't know. Like it just looked like they had a similar
I was gonna
like
say.
vibe in the beginning.
Yeah.
Like, you're going down the streets and like I don't know. They're not similar movies at all. I don't know why I got that vibe, but I was gonna ask if they were around the same time period, and that's just like
Literally.
how they were shooting movies. So there you go. Point for me for randomness.
1 point to Hufflepuff. Sam's a Hufflepuff.
For laughing at the intro.
Anyways, the beginning starts out with them. Rocky's boxing Spider Rico.
Yes.
Yes.
I can't believe I just remembered his name. I did not write that down.
He makes a return
Good
in
job.
other films.
Oh,
Really?
nice.
That bum?
Yep.
First off, I'm just going to say it. Everybody's a bum. You're a bum. I'm a bum.
Yeah.
Like, was that just the
Accurate.
Philadelphian insult of the era?
Maybe.
Something like that,
Maybe,
I'm sure.
Maybe they just didn't want to say something worse. But I did think that was interesting because, like, there was at least once where they were like, man, you don't want to be a bum. And then, like, he gets called a bum.
You're fighting
and
bums all the time, Rocky.
It was contradictory bums. I'm like, is bum a good thing or a bad thing? Like,
Yeah, I wasn't sure. And then he wins the first bout, making me think, okay, so like I don't know how he's gonna fight Apollo. Like Apollo makes a scene being like, oh, I'm the number one, etc., etc. And I'm like, well, this guy's just fighting club boxing.
mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay, so we're in for like 30 like boxing matches. We're gonna see a montage of him just battling his way up there.
knockout.
Yeah.
And you know, the Italian stallion. I like that.
It's pretty
I'm gonna
great,
fight him.
honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll fight him.
I think if they were to remake, well, not that they haven't remade this movie a million times, but they like continue it. I haven't seen the new like Creed movies, but I feel like if they were to make this movie at this period of time, there would be more like montages of the matches and
Yeah.
because there was kind of a lot of dead time in this
There
movie.
was. There's just random people
Yeah.
walking.
There was a lot of like street driving and walking through Philadelphia.
Yeah, I think a lot of it was like developing and slowly introducing the characters because I noticed I was like, oh, finally Adrian's introduced.
Yeah.
Oh, finally Paulie's introduced. And I was like, took them a while to get there. Whereas nowadays, I feel like it doesn't take that long to get there, and they kind of get to the meat of the movies quicker.
Yeah.
This one
Yeah.
has a slow burn for sure
Mhm.
because he doesn't really start doing anything besides regular boxing and like establishing himself and whatnot until like halfway through the film.
Right.
Yeah.
Like even maybe later, he doesn't really start like prepping for the fight.
Yeah.
So
Hell, if you remove time wise, like he's beating up people to make them pay back their loan shark,
yeah,
Yeah.
like almost as much as he's boxing.
right.
Yeah.
So it's like what?
Yeah. And I just want to say that his, like, boss in that respect
Mhm.
is, like, very generous.
Isn't
He
Yeah.
finds out he has a date, and he's like, here's $50 for your date. Like, take her
Yeah.
somewhere nice.
Hey, you know what? I saw you got that big match coming up. Here's $500 for your training.
Yeah.
Now that
and
I
then he
took
was
as
there.
like he's gonna ask for it back.
I assumed he was
probably.
gonna
I
ask
was
for it
like,
back.
he's gonna be like, all right, you got my $500 after he makes his payday, because he knows he's gonna get
Yeah.
150K for fighting the guy.
Yeah.
True.
So
But still, like he didn't like do it like asshole.
no, he
I don't
didn't.
know,
He said, yeah, $500, get in shape or whatever, blah blah blah. Which also
Yeah.
would be good for that guy's business, I would assume, because then he's like, hey, guess
Yeah.
what? I'm gonna have Rocky Balboa come after you. The Italian stallion's
exactly.
gonna break your thumbs. Like, so I
You're
don't-
making me look bad. You're making me look bad if you're not breaking his thumbs. You gotta listen to me,
Hey, that
Rocky.
was a good way of showing he has a good heart. Like he does a lot of things where he's like a good guy, but like
You mean all the dogs?
the dog.
His reaction to getting that dog
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
was
Buckus!
ridiculous.
He
Oh,
was
yo,
so happy.
So, real quick, fun fact about Sylvester Stallone. That's his real dog.
Yes.
Aw,
It was before the film.
Yes.
that's fun.
And he had $106 in his bank account.
Yep.
Before selling this, like getting this movie started.
Okay.
And, yeah, he had no car. He was going to sell his dog because he didn't have money to feed him.
Oh my god, that's terrible.
Yeah.
So there was
But
also
then he got this.
he wrote all this obviously, but apparently he wrote it as he was going to play Rocky, and people were like, no. Some studios were saying like no, and he finally landed it. And
Yeah, they didn't want to let him play because he was like he was unknown, right? He hadn't.
yeah,
done
I mean this was his first thing, from what
Yeah.
I understand. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Crazy, right?
Well, I'm glad he got to keep his dog. And the dog
Yeah.
made an appearance.
And
And he was like acted like a child on Christmas morning
Yeah.
Yeah.
when he got the
Buckers!
Buckers!
I'm stealing that name for a dog.
Yeah. Oh, and Sylvester Stallone adopted the 2 turtles.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he actually kept those 2 turtles afterwards, and they're still alive.
Well, yeah,
Wow.
turtles live forever.
Yeah,
Still 1976.
Yeah.
Holy
Day
shit.
the
old.
turtle like those turtles probably live on average 30 years.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
coming up
that's
around
pretty nutty.
50.
That or
We're
he just
closing
keeps
in on
replacing
50.
them. Yeah, that's the same turtles.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the same.
Yeah,
turtles.
it's totally the
That's
same
Cuff,
turtles.
that's Link. Cufflink was
Yeah.
clever.
That
naming.
was. How about Moby Dick?
Yeah, I loved that.
That goldfish did not have enough space.
That goldfish looked fake, but I don't
Yeah.
know.
It did. It did.
He didn't adopt the goldfish afterwards.
No. He fed it to the turtles.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
But back to his, like, not taking the thumbs. I thought it was good reasoning to be like, well, if I break his thumbs, then
Yeah.
I'll be out of a job, and then
Right.
he can't pay you back. Like, I was like, oh, yeah, like, that
That's
tracks.
true, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I gotta break the pinky instead, then.
Yeah, pick a different finger.
Ay, ay,
Right.
ay.
So, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
You know how we were talking about how everybody's called a bum? Mickey also calls somebody a tomato?
I know.
He calls Rocky tomato.
Like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm trying to remember the context. So it's like, I think he means like you just get beat to a pulp like a tomato. Like, I think that's what it's
Oh.
supposed to mean. Because he's like, you had heart, kid, and you did blah, 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 and all this stuff, and then you became a tomato.
Yeah.
Something
And
Yeah,
I
like
was
Mickey
that.
like-
was
What the fuck?
Mickey was real pissed at him because of the fact that he was like the loan shark scoon.
Yeah, he didn't
Oh.
like that at all. Yeah,
Yeah, that was why he gave up his locker.
pretty much.
I've been going here for 6 years, and you got rid of my locker.
Yeah, I know. And he put him on Skid Row. His stuff in
Skid
a bag.
Row. Yep.
I mean, at least you still got it hung up. It's not like it was like thrown in a corner.
I know.
Like, jeez.
Also, in where they fought,
Mm-hmm.
the guy that's handing out the money, well, I gotta charge you $15 for the locker, and then
Yeah.
$5
Oh
for
my
your
gosh,
shower.
yeah. I wrote that down. Robbing
And,
them
like,
with those
the
facility
towel.
fees.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah.
I'm like, at that point, don't even bother showing that, oh, if you win, you get $60.
Yeah.
Show, oh, if you win, you get 40.
Well, that one guy ended up with like 17 because he lost, right?
Yeah, I know. Spider Rico.
yeah.
Oh, was that Spider Rico? I
Yeah.
thought that was somebody else for some reason.
That
No,
wasn't
that's
Spider
Spider.
sitting there.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That was somebody else.
some rando.
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't think that was Spider because that guy got $50.
Oh, no, that guy got $17.50.
He
But
did?
that was after all this.
Yeah.
After all the fees and everything, he got 17.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Mhm.
He said, "Here you go, $17.50," and then he
Mhm.
listed off Rockies, and then I can't remember what he got.
He got like 40 something.
I'm pretty sure that
So
Yeah.
he still made pretty good money. I
Yeah,
guess,
I'm pretty sure
technically.
that wasn't Spider Rico. I thought Spider Rico was bald.
No, Spider had hair.
Hmm.
The
I
guy who
could be
fought in the
wrong.
first scene, he had hair.
Regardless, I don't want to get charged for my towel and bullshit.
I know.
Like
My
that should be
locker, I don't-
wrapped
I don't
in
want,
somewhere
like,
else.
25% of my winnings going to my locker
Yeah.
fee.
Right.
Also, I was very confused. So like, it's a boxing club, right? And
Yeah.
there's like a picture of like Jesus or something.
Jesus,
Right?
yeah.
Like-
Jesus.
I was like, are they fighting in a church? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, you don't fight in churches?
I don't know. I just found that very odd. But I guess I don't know. It's not that weird. Just like professional sport. Well, I mean, it's a club sport, but still, like professional sports, you don't expect to see like.
He's professionally listed, so I still consider it professional.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Yeah,
It's just
I
odd.
mean they're all logged and whatnot, which is why they're in that
Mhm.
book, which is still weird to me. But I was gonna say I had something else on that. It's kind of just flew out my head.
just one ear out. One.
I know how that be.
everyday.
I'll just ask a question then.
Mm-hmm.
So we
We'll
got
circle back.
the Italian Stallion.
Yeah.
What would your guys' boxing name be?
Oh man.
Tomato Tim. I don't know. That's all I got. I wrote
Spicy Sam.
Spicy Sam.
There you go.
We got Tomato Tim, Spicy Sam. What's mine, Sam?
Something about talking.
Audacious. Audio.
Audacious Adam.
There you go. He's a loud mouth.
Oh, I was gonna say another thing to do with like
There we
Rocky's
go.
character is the girl that he walks home.
Yeah.
The whore?
She's not a whore. She's 12-year-old.
Well, she's gonna be called a whore. She's gonna be called a whore if she keeps hanging out
She
there.
shows up in later films as well.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
There've been like 8 Rocky films
Yeah.
in total. It's ridiculous.
It's pretty ridiculous. I think she's in Rocky Balboa. I don't remember which one she's in.
I don't know.
I thought that was so silly that he was like, "You're gonna get a bad reputation. That's all they're gonna remember is your reputation."
Right.
Like they're not gonna remember you for like, what did she even do? Was she just talking spicy language or something?
She
What
was
were
hanging
those
out on the
kids
corner
doing?
with those kids.
What were
With
they
other
doing?
kids? Like they're just hanging out.
Yeah. But I think he was like, you're just gonna grow up in this corner with those kids and smoke and stuff and blah blah blah. And that's
Oh, like
all they're
the-
gonna remember is you were the girl that smoked with them and stuff like that.
Yeah. I guess that makes sense because there's a group of adults that hangs out on the corner
The
Right.
doo-wop
sing.
group, yeah.
and drink and just are bums on the corner, I guess. So he didn't want her to be a bum.
Yeah. What were they doing, though? Are they just being obnoxious?
I guess. I don't know.
Probably.
Because he walks past them again and they're just chilling. Like
Yeah.
they don't even say anything.
Like, my first reaction was when I saw them, I was like, oh, they're just mad that Rocky won't buy them beer or something.
Right.
Yeah. Stupid teenagers.
Yeah, I don't know. Sam and I, we're gonna hate on all these teenage kids the whole time.
I mean, they were only in it for like a split second.
Every movie, Sam will hate on the teenagers.
I mean, yeah, it's an easy win.
I know, right?
But
They're always too angsty.
They are angsty.
But I got a couple quotes real quick.
Okay.
She's pushing 30 years old,
Oh
Rocky.
my god.
She's gonna dry up.
Paulie's
I
an
was like,
asshole.
Holy shit.
Paulie is
I
an
actually-
asshole.
I wrote down Paulie is asshole. Why Rocky hit?
right.
Yeah.
In hopes that Rocky would just suck him.
He's such a high maintenance friend. Like
He really
he's such an
is.
asshole half the time to like his sister
To
and to
him.
Rocky, and like he's always starting shit, and I'm just like, why are you friends with him?
I know.
Like what is the benefit for you? I couldn't quite figure that out.
Has he had his eye on Adrian for like years and
Maybe.
years and years?
I think Rocky has, yeah.
It kind of seemed that way.
Yeah, for sure.
But-
But it's kind of like she's so shy that she wouldn't like really. I don't know. He would make attempts, sort of, but not really, and then she just kind of
Yeah.
would ignore it, or
Like
like
brush him off. yeah.
not even like brush him off, but not. I don't know, push anything forward with him. I don't know. She wouldn't like because he asked her multiple times to do something or go here or do that, and she just doesn't say anything.
Yeah.
It's like, what is he supposed to do with that? Keep trying, I guess, but. But you
Yeah.
can see, like, when she
Yeah.
goes to clean the, like, what a douche boss. Like, go downstairs and clean the cat cages. They're dirty. Like, all right,
Yeah.
I guess. But, like, when she's going down there to do that, they both kind of, like, share, like, oh, I don't want to leave sort of situation. But
Yeah.
I wish we could hang out more and I could just awkwardly listen to you
talk
mumble and I
at me.
can't understand.
That's it. That's your name, Rocky. That's your boxing name. Because all he does, he talks and talks and talks.
Yeah.
So what's great is Rocky. What's great about Rocky is his name is Robert.
Mm.
Robert Balboa, but he wants to be like that Rocky poster guy, so he
Mm-hmm.
renamed himself Rocky.
Nice.
And then he renamed himself the Italian Stallion. So his nickname has a nickname.
He just likes names, okay? He doesn't like Robert, clearly.
Robert Balboa. He sounds like an insurance agent.
Kind of, yeah.
He does.
Balboa Insurance.
Ooh. Maybe we can go with our
Oh,
Cobra
no.
and Viper business.
Yep. That makes me think of the Karate Kid, though. Have you guys seen Cobra Kai, the show?
No, we've not watched it.
I
It
watched a
looks
little bit
pretty
of it,
funny.
and in it, the kid, I can't remember his name right now. The main character is a car salesman, like he owns his own car sales, and it's that exact phrase I just said. Balboa Insurance just makes me think of like some gimmicky thing like that.
Yeah.
Right.
It's exactly what it is. Oh my god, it's so bad. But I need to watch more of that show now that I think about
Yeah,
it.
season 3's coming out.
Nice.
Yeah, I got a couple episodes into season 1.
You still got a few more.
Yeah, apparently.
So another quote I had was, "Did real good. Should have seen me."
Yeah, he said that to like 50 people.
Like 50 people constantly. Oh, I heard you had a match last night. I did real good. Should have seen me.
And it was like back to
He
back.
just keeps
Like,
saying that, yeah.
yeah, it was
real
one
good.
of those like walking scenes where we're getting to know the town and like every single person he comes into contact with, like that's what he says. It's ridiculous. But I do want to jump back to the Polly thing for a bit and like I guess kind of the Adrian thing. Like on Thanksgiving for their first date, like that was such drama and production to like just be there. Like I was just like hard cringing. Like I can't believe Rocky.
That first
didn't
date
leave.
was
I
an
would've
entire
fucking
cringe
left.
fest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was
From
horrible.
start to finish.
Yeah, but then she doesn't want to go out with him, and I'm like, no shit, I wouldn't want to go out with you either after this whole fucking thing that just happened. Like, how about we try again tomorrow or like the next day?
Yeah, at that point, she's just probably
my
trying to
God.
get out of the house away from Polly.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
But I was just like, ooh, it was just so awkward. It was awkward for everyone but Polly, because Polly's used to doing shit like this. But like, I can't imagine it.
Also, that's like 4 hours of work minimum.
Oh yeah, no
They
wonder.
threw out the freaking door.
Well,
It's like days of thawing.
I love
start
I
with,
love
but
though that like it's Thanksgiving, she's cooking Thanksgiving dinner, and then later on he asks her, "Are you hungry?" She says, "No." I mean, I get it
Yeah.
because she's in his apartment now, and it's kind of awkward and weird.
Yeah, no, that scene was very cringy.
That was rough. Yeah, but
Like, she couldn't leave because of the implication.
yeah, like
That's all I could think of that entire scene.
And all of the places to get down and dirty. Let's get down and dirty by the door in the corner.
Right.
That front
That I
door
just told
is-
you has big bugs. Like,
Did
Right.
he say that?
what
He does,
said-
yeah.
He was trying to get her to like come sit on the couch, and he's like, "You can't be in there." Well, he said like, "Oh, you don't want to be in there. There's big bugs over there. It's good over
Safe
here."
over
though."
here, yeah.
Like,
Oh my. Apparently
That's great.
the apartment they used, that bathroom
yeah.
that he like stood in when he was yelling at Mickey, really did smell.
Oh.
And he was yelling about how it stinks.
Yeah.
He ad-libbed like that whole like screaming thing.
I mean, I believed it, so I was like,
Right.
"That's hilarious."
I know, like, you see Sylvester Stallone and you're like, you couldn't, like, I wouldn't put you as a writer, but he wrote some, like, nice little quips.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't too quippy.
But not. You should have seen me.
Oh, yeah. It did real good, shows in me. She's pushing 30 years old. She's drying up, man.
Oh my god.
He's such an asshole.
I know.
It's terrible
Like,
every
He
I
time.
know.
does not
just
get
said-
better later on. He does
I
not get
know.
better.
And, like, Rocky's like, I'm 30.
Right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, Tim's over 30.
Yeah.
Exposed.
Exposed. I'm coming up on 30.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn.
Oh my god, that was crazy. I will say I did like on the first date when she's like, "Why do you want to fight?" And he's like, "Because I can't sing or dance."
that
was a good one.
was good. That was pretty good.
And he's like, you gotta be a moron to be a fighter.
Right. Yeah.
Did he say that?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
He,
He
just
really
making
talks
fun of
down to
himself. Yeah.
himself.
Yeah.
He's trying to be
Self-depreciating
lighthearted.
humor.
It just comes like,
Yeah.
he's got the whole, I don't know, Forrest Gump thing going on.
Yeah. I will say it is impressive that after 64 fights, he still hasn't broken his nose.
But
Like
at
that fun
65?
That's what's great
That-
about it.
yeah. That fun fact about himself, I'm like, yeah. I mean, that is impressive if you're gonna throw something around.
And then
64
bam.
fights, haven't broken my nose.
Yeah.
Mhm. And then he breaks it against Creed.
Poor little fella.
Goes to show he hasn't fought real fighters.
I guess.
Right? It's a
He's
bunch
just
of
a
bums.
tomato.
Damn bums.
Just a
Yeah.
tomato, yeah. Oh, also, I really like, okay, I think my favorite line is, she's like, "It's Thanksgiving." And he said, "It's Thanksgiving to you. To me, it's just a Thursday."
Yeah.
I love that. That was great.
And I was confused. I was like, is he trying to be like the hardcore like Italian immigrant?
I just figured he like. I mean,
Just
you never
doesn't
see his
care.
family, and I
Right,
just
I
figured
just
he
think,
just kind of
yeah.
doesn't care.
In a
He-
shocking turn of events, those were his real family pictures.
Oh, that's cool.
That 8-year-old version of him.
Yeah.
I figured it was. It looked like him.
Yeah, it did.
I was like, the teenager version that was above him at first, I was like, that's definitely him.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think I noticed that, but there were a lot of pictures over there. But yeah, I mean, I think he's like very wrapped up in like his routine. It kind of seems
Yeah,
like
he just
you see
doesn't
him visit
care.
the pet store to court Adrian. He's fighting.
Adrian just stares at him.
Yeah. Well, another line that I loved, it was on the first date when he's trying to get her to come inside, and he's like talking about, he's like, yeah, I have very rare animals. And I'm like, yeah, the very rare animals that aren't actually rare because, like, you come to the pet store every day and I sold them to you and you had to get their food. Like, what the hell?
Well, about their
so
food even,
silly.
like, so he's standing there in the door, and then she's like, hey, Rock, you gotta pay for that food. He's like, yeah, I ain't no bum. Then he walks out.
Yeah,
Wait a
No.
Crime
second,
doesn't
did he
pay.
buy it or not?
Yeah.
Did he pay for them?
I assumed he
Yeah.
did, but, like, there was a
I
couple
could
different
do that,
scenes
too.
where, like, he would say something, and then it would just kind of, like, go on, and you're like, wait, hold up, but he didn't finish what he was doing.
Yeah.
He's
like,
just,
the editor
he
was
just
like,
ADD'd
"Man."
out.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't remember what it's saying. I'm gonna just exit to the left.
I feel like it was
He's-
just like, this movie's too long, we need to edit it down. So they
Yeah.
just cut corners of random spots like that.
Whole scenes are just halfway like chopped up.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Another quote I have is from Mickey.
Okay.
Mickey's got good ones.
Women weak in the legs, Rocky.
Oh, yeah.
That was great.
Oh,
What's
my word.
awkward for me for like that placing of that scene was, didn't he already tell
Yeah.
Adrian like, no, I can't do that?
Again,
gotta-
that's when they started chopping things awkwardly. Because
yeah.
he did, like,
Like
before
that,
he
that
did
should have
say
been
that.
before
Yeah.
that.
Right, yeah. Should have been, but,
You know.
you know.
We're getting a little nitty gritty here.
We gotta rewrite some order of events here.
No, he's already done it like 5 times.
That's true. Did you guys like Apollo Creed's entrance?
It's fantastic.
Oh, as George Washington.
As George Washington, then Uncle
and then
Sam.
Uncle Sam. Yeah.
How much
I'm
do you
like,
think
this
that
is
outfit
straight up like-
costs?
Yeah.
You look like a walking billboard, Rocky. Well, I'm doing it for a friend. Is he your friend?
Oh, yeah.
I know. Like, why?
Paulie gets $3,000.
And I get this cool robe.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What a
but
deal.
the robe's too baggy.
What a deal.
Adrian, is this robe too baggy?
Yeah. And then somebody else comments on the robe, it's too baggy. It's like, okay.
But Apollo, his entrance made me think, was like, WWE is just like this sort of shenanigans.
Yeah,
Straight up.
I got that.
He
Yeah,
wasn't.
I
He
got
didn't
that
take
vibe.
it serious at all. Like the whole time Rocky's training, he was just doing other stuff. Like he wasn't really taking it seriously. And his trainer was even like, "Hey, this guy looks like he means business." And he's like, "Ah."
So do I.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah, so
no
do
big
I.
deal.
Yeah.
No big deal.
Which was funny to me because, like, Apollo Creed was very well spoken.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah.
Rocky clearly is just, he's the people's man. He's just on the street, like, beating up, breaking
I think
fingers.
he
Yeah.
brought down his defenses. Is why. Kind of
Yeah.
brought
Yeah.
down.
You mean
Creed
the
was
lack
like,
thereof
"Ah."
defense?
Yeah.
Apollo Creed's just jabbing him in the face the entire first round. I'm like, you gotta block.
That's
He's a tomato.
Yeah, that's Rocky's whole thing. He just takes hits and keeps coming back.
Yeah, I had a note literally like, Rocky does not like to block, I guess.
No, he doesn't. That's like big part of his character. He just fucking takes hits over and over again, and then
So
keeps
he
coming
went-
back.
So he just went full tank mode? Like,
Yeah,
just put all
he
health
essentially
into-
is straight tank. Yeah.
He just put all his points into HP
Mm-hmm.
and stamina, I guess.
Yeah.
Smart move.
Another, well, I mean, this is something unrelated. It was kind of earlier in the conversation.
Was it like the no kissing sign in the locker room at Mickey's?
No. Is it, that was there?
There was a sign that said no kissing.
Yeah.
That's funny. I didn't notice that. No, it was the press conference and how he's just like, I just want to say hi to my girlfriend. Hi,
Yeah.
Adrian. Can you believe this? Like, I don't know. I guess it kind of just like shows that he's an everyday man that like. he
Yeah, he's
doesn't
just
take
like, yeah, he's chill. He's just,
it. Yeah.
not used
Well,
to
I
the
was
whole
trying-
thing, and there's an etiquette man, and he's just like, yo, get your hands off me, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say like the reason why I brought up the fact that like Apollo was smart
Mm-hmm.
versus Rocky's like not being able to speak because he gets hit in the head 300 million times every fight. Well, he said earlier he did say you got to be a moron to fight. I'm like, well, Creed isn't necessarily a moron.
Right.
Yeah.
He's not.
Like,
He's smart. He picks fights he can win.
That's what
Yep.
I was thinking.
It
Like,
sounded like, he just picked out the
like,
fights he
sets
could
it
win.
up. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, even during the fight, like, his trainer was like, dude, this guy's trying to fight, not
Yeah.
do a show.
Yeah, this
So I was
guy's
like,
here to fight.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I heard news. This movie's very old. Or Apollo 4, is that where Drago, the Rad Russian dude,
That's the
comes in
fourth one, yeah. Rocky 4.
Yeah, the fourth one. Yeah, somebody gets killed by a Russian.
Yeah.
That's the whole plot of Creed 2.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you seen Creed 2?
No, I haven't. I've only seen the first one.
Oh, it's Drago's son.
Oh, go figure.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's a small world.
I
Philadelphia,
know.
The city.
Yeah. Also,
Well,
it was
really
not
good.
very sunny in Philadelphia.
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
Oh. So Sam and I both had a very fearful moment.
Mm-hmm.
We learned what a cutter was today.
Oh my god, I'm still scarred for life. Okay, so like when they called him like the cut dude or something.
Yeah, he's my
earlier
cut
in the
man.
film, and all he does was examine his eye, and so I'm like, oh okay, he's like kind of the medic or whatever. And then like I guess it didn't dawn on me in this scene when he's like, I can't see, you gotta cut me.
Yeah.
And then like I was like, what is he talking
As
about?
I look
And
away,
then
I'm
it
like,
just
I'm not looking.
Straight up like,
cuts the- yeah.
oh my god. I'm still scarred. I don't think
I
I'll
don't
ever
think
get
that
out of
would
my
work
head.
too well, but it might have been a thing. I don't know the history on that, but I mean,
I
if
think
that
it's
blood,
releasing the blood.
it is. I mean, if it's building up in there and they cut it, but I don't see how that would
It just
work. Yeah, it has to be
reduces
very
the swell.
temporary.
Oh my god. Ugh.
Yeah, I don't feel like
Ugh.
that would be a very long-lasting fix. I feel like you'd almost have to do that like every round. Like,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
like I don't think that's gonna work very long.
Yeah.
It
And
sounds.
I also. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, it sounds like something for like, all right, we're gonna end it this round, cut it. Like, it's not a.
Yeah.
It's not a. All right, yeah, keep going. Cut it again. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, because like round 15, it was round 15, and I think there are only
Oh,
15
was it?
rounds in
Yeah.
boxing.
So then, yeah, it was the last
Yeah,
round.
nobody ever made it past like round 12 or 13 against Apollo.
Right.
That was like his whole shtick. Like, oh, I just never go down.
Yeah.
Nobody ever does shit against me. Then Rocky knocks him down first round.
Yeah.
It's like, what's up? That's what's up.
I think that wakes him up
Yeah.
because that's like where Creed is like, oh wait, hold up,
Yeah.
Hold up, I actually have to try?
hold
Yeah.
up, wait a minute.
I'm not, my face is not supposed to be damaged.
Yeah. Oh yeah. What's the announcer say? I've never seen a fighter so worried about his hair.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, yeah, I guess not.
Yeah.
I was actually wondering, I was like, do people like, you got to keep your hair nice and close and cut for boxing? Because it's not like you can wear a headband necessarily.
Yeah. True.
Block out the
You
hair.
probably could. Oh well, maybe
Maybe.
not. I feel like that would be kind of cheating, like padding.
Right, that's what my thought was. I was like, I
Yeah.
mean, it's technically kind of a pad.
Yeah.
Otherwise, everybody would do it.
Right. You're onto something.
Well, I guess I want to talk about the two iconic scenes that like I knew going into the film, right? I hadn't seen the film, but you hear rumblings about the iconic step scene and of course Sunny. Yeah. So I was like
I got my
waiting-
hands up right now.
Yeah, I was just like waiting for that to happen. And I did kind of get some feel good vibes from it because you're like, yeah, now he's ready. But then I also still kind of found it like cheesy and laughable at the
Oh,
same
I mean,
time.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's got to be like the original montage. Like, I'm a beef up
Yeah.
montage.
Yeah, basically.
I mean, we do know that Casablanca did have two montage people.
Yeah.
So Rocky's not the only one who montages in one Best Picture,
True.
but they're at least the second.
Yeah. But I don't know. I mean, that's the scene that like everybody talks about or at least gets replicated in pop culture. And then the Adrian scene. And I guess I didn't realize that was basically the last scene.
No,
like
yeah, I
kinda
didn't know either.
Like the context of that was going to be like they get in a fight or something, so I was like waiting for that like the whole movie.
Yep.
And they didn't. And I actually kind of like that. I don't know. They probably do in later movies. But, like, I mean, I liked that, like, they stuck it out and we didn't have to see, like, a whole will they or won't they thing.
Yeah.
Right.
They just were like, yeah, we're together.
Yeah.
Can I say hi to my girlfriend?
Yeah. Can you believe this shit?
Tim, was it abundantly I'm going to restart that.
Uh-huh.
Tim, was it abundantly clear that Rocky lost for you
As a child.
as a child?
Wait, what?
Rocky lost that fight.
Against Creed?
Yes.
Yeah.
Was it like
you're
a
asking as me as a child. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Rocky wasn't a child. I was like, what do you mean?
Oh god.
happening?
Tim's just like, I have no idea what he's asking.
I know, I don't want to like ruin the other ones, but it's kind of like Rocky's thing. Like, that's the point.
No, I
it's
know.
kind of like part of it. It's just like, they're supposed to be feel good, but then he doesn't like necessarily win. And I think that's part of the writing is intentionally like how Sylvester Stallone wanted to be. It's like the good, the main character doesn't always win. Or the good guy doesn't always win, and it's still a good movie, and still So I do remember, he doesn't win in that fight.
Yeah, because him and I were like, I think he lost, right?
Yeah, because they like say Apollo, and then he starts celebrating, but then like it kind of seems like they're celebrating themselves still, because like he did it, like yay, we did.
Yeah,
it.
he went to 15
so I was like,
rounds.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Like,
I know.
I don't know. I guess to me, I was like, oh, I think he lost. And I don't know if that was just because, like, I had...
Yeah. So, yeah,
I was like...
It's a little misleading because it's like, it shows the celebration of Rocky and everything. And instead of like...
I know.
It's like, and everybody's kind of like, Rocky, Rocky. But, I mean, Apollo, just in the first round, like, landed more hits than Rocky does the entire thing.
Yeah,
so it's...
exactly.
It's like...
Yeah.
Rocky doesn't block, therefore he loses points constantly.
Yeah.
Like, Rocky, long game is your game and not your game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
I don't know. I guess I just kind of waited for... And maybe this is, like, where you have to see the other movies. But, like, I kind of expected... Like, I knew he lost, because, like, I don't know. If you don't see this movie and then you hear people talk about it, like, you kind of...
It's like the one thing you know about
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so I knew he didn't lose. Can't speak.
Loosen.
He didn't lose.
It's contagious across the table.
He didn't least. There you go.
He didn't lose. And so I was like waiting for there to kind of be a moment, like you were saying, where like a typical movie they'd lose and then we'd have to be depressed about it and we'd have to like build him back up. And maybe that's kind of like the story of the rest of the movies. But like I was kind of glad we didn't have to like mope and grope about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Grope is not the right
Creed's
word.
at least in a couple of the other ones, right?
He's in the first three.
The first three? Okay.
Yeah.
And they're like friends, right?
So...
No?
They're friends at the end of the second one.
Okay. Because I feel like I thought one of them was like, we gotta get a rematch.
I'm sorry. He's in 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they become friends at the end of the second one. And then, like, I think Creed helps train him in the third one. Like, they're still good friends. And
because
then,
Mickey, something happens with him at one point, I thought. I don't know.
Mickey doesn't die till later, I don't think.
Okay. Yeah, see, I know all these random things, yet I've not seen the movies.
Yeah, no, but I think it's, like, legitimately Mickey died in real life is why he's not in the movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the worst.
Yeah, I know.
Because they stuck to the original cast and, like, as many people as they could. And, I mean, Adrian.
Yeah.
I don't remember if she died in real life, but she's not in the movies later on.
Aww.
Yeah.
No, she was in something in 2019.
Was she? Okay, so then she didn't, but they have
She's
her.
like,
Unless it was, like, randomly a clip of Rocky and they showed Adrian.
Yeah.
Because that has happened to me before.
Mm-hmm.
With Casablanca being in Doctor Sleep. Threw me off.
I'm not sure. It wouldn't make sense for her to be, like, old age, so I don't know. I'm gonna look it up.
But, okay, you got it. I was looking it up, too.
Curious now. Because I'm pretty sure they stopped using Mickey because he died IRL.
Yeah, he died. Yeah. I know he passed away in real life.
Yeah.
But I'm going to take us to a brighter note.
Okay.
Do you guys think that, like, boxing, like, punching meat, like, things of frozen meat, like, became a thing because of this film?
Probably. Or people just wanted to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, people, I've seen it in other things where they're like, oh, you gotta get a cow to beat up.
Oh, I don't think I've seen it in other things, but I believe you.
Well, during the scene where he was fighting the dead cow, Stallone flattened his fit. Like, his knuckles are flat now.
Oh.
There's no bend in it.
Ooh.
And they're still flat to this day. Like, you see how my knuckle bends?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's flat there.
Ooh.
Because he broke it punching a freaking frozen cow.
Well, So price he pays, I guess.
Huh. No, she's in 2019 and 2021 films.
Huh.
I wonder
There
why
you go.
I guess maybe that was just kind of for the writing. I don't know. That or she didn't want to come back.
Could
She
be
was
that.
over it.
Tim, you got any more notes?
Let's see here. Butkus! No, I don't. I didn't have a lot of notes for this movie. It's hard to when I've seen it and like I'm wanting to know your expectation or like your guys's.
Yeah.
It's hard
I know
for
what
me
you
to yeah. And there's some movies that are just hard to take notes for like this, but
Yeah, and I was gonna say, like we said earlier, there's a lot of kind of dead time of him just like meandering. The
right,
streets,
yeah,
like...
he's walking around.
They did a lot of guerrilla. They call it guerrilla taping,
Okay.
but they didn't get permits.
Okay. Oh, well, that's what I was going to say earlier. Like, I think part of the things weren't clear to me about, like, whatever I said, like, wasn't clear, like, the losing and some of the other stuff is, like, the sound is very off in this movie sometimes. Like, whenever they're outside, it's, like, super loud.
Oh, that's why she
Right,
had
yeah.
she wanted to do the subtitles.
Yeah, so between that and his mumble, I was like, Jesus Christ.
Right.
What?
What are you saying?
What are you saying? So, but I will say, like, when they're inside, that usually wasn't a thing, but I assume they actually got, like, a decent crowd for inside that match because it was pretty loud when that guy was announcing.
Yeah. It looks
But,
like
anywho,
she's,
that would be, like, my one beef.
looks like she's in the fourth one. So,
Oh,
Tim's just lost.
yeah.
yeah, I guess it is only like Rocky Balboa and stuff like that she's not in. Maybe the fifth one as well, looks like. Which the fifth one doesn't exist, so we're not going to talk about that.
It's where he goes to space to fight the moon men.
Okay.
Anyways, I can get to the cast
gosh,
now,
she's
Tim.
in Rocky 5.
Nice.
I just found it. Oh. I mean, she's not in Rocky 5. Anyway,
All right, I'll get to the cast now.
Okay.
there you won't do it.
Rocky is played by Sylvester Stallone.
Prove it. You can't prove it.
He was in Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Hell yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he's part of the Ravagers.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't
I don't
remember
re-
that?
I freaking hate those movies.
Oh
so
my
no,
gosh.
I don't remember.
You best mute yourself.
I was gonna say I'm gonna make
This is
we're
some
gonna
hot
we're gonna
topic.
drop off a lot of listeners because they're gonna be like, that bitch doesn't even like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Fucking, I
I
bet
know.
you like
so I've only seen
Peppermint
the
too.
second one once. In the first one, maybe 2 or 3 times.
You know,
Yeah.
people that don't like good movies like Peppermint. That's what you are.
Oh, yeah.
Bet you like Peppermint.
Exactly.
Sylvester Stallone was also Rambo.
Mhm.
Yes.
He's John Rambo. And Sam, what is the name of the first Rambo movie?
Rambo.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
What is it?
First Blood.
Yep.
Oh, I thought it was Rambo First Blood.
Nope, just First Blood.
His
Nice.
First Blood, yeah, it's weird.
I learned that today.
Today I learned.
I'm today years
Oh,
old.
really?
Yeah, I didn't know.
I haven't seen it. I don't know if you have, Adam.
They
been a
drew
while.
first
I was gonna
blood.
say, cue the Tim scoff.
I won't blame you for that one.
The Expendables.
Yes, I did know that.
I have opted
wrote
out on
those.
that one just because I don't. I know it's a popcorn flick, and when I want to watch a popcorn flick, I can put it on.
Yeah.
I don't even know. Even Expendables is too, like, blech for me.
Okay.
Too ridiculous.
That's good
for
to hear
me.
because I thought we were going to be like, of course you haven't.
Yeah.
I watched the first one, and it's, like, meh. But, like,
And
and then I see people that say it's really good, and I'm like, you would say that? Like, that's how I feel about it. I don't know. Nothing against though, because it is pure action, like popcorn flicks, which are good when you just want to turn your brain off and watch. But
Yeah.
like, if I want to watch an action movie, I want
he's
to
watching
watch
Die Hard.
an action movie. Like, yeah, Die Hard, fucking John Wick. If I want a little
Well, are we
comedy
talking gun
sprinkled in
action, or
there.
are we talking like straight up like? Because like I would put on 300. if I
Oh,
wanted action.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Put it on a shirt. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And then the final film I have for him is Demolition Man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think you would like that one a bit more.
I would like that one.
It's good.
There's more of it's got Wesley Snipes
I,
in it.
I couldn't remember his name. Yep.
Yeah, Blade.
Yep.
But yeah, that one's pretty. I remember liking it as a kid.
It's based in the future, and the only restaurant left is like Taco Bell.
Nice.
And they like all
That
dress
checks
up
out.
to go eat Taco Bell and shit. It's pretty great.
That checks out.
See? You might like it.
Yeah.
It's so good.
And then Adrian!
Oh,
It's played by Talia Shire.
Yeah.
She's in The Godfather 1, 2, and 3. She's Connie.
Okay.
She's like the main chick.
Yeah.
Or I think.
I fell asleep during that movie.
I don't know.
I liked part 1. It's the only one part I've seen. I need to see 2, and I believe 3 doesn't actually exist. Then I think that's right?
No idea.
I don't know.
She's in the 2019 version of Working Man.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a 1980s version. Bob's Burgers. Gene tries to do Working Man the musical.
Okay.
She's in a movie called Rad, and then another one called Palo Alto.
Interesting.
Paulie is played by Burt Young. He's in Once Upon a Time in America,
Okay.
Chinatown, and Back to School.
I wonder if he's a jerk in all those movies too.
Probably. And then Apollo is played by Carl Weathers. He's in The Mandalorian. He is Combat Carl in Toy Story.
Ah, nice.
He's Predator. He is Predator. No, he's in Predator. And then he's also Chubbs in Happy Gilmore.
Oh, nice.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's also apparently in Little Nicky as well as Chubbs, but it's a
Okay.
whole different topic. Mickey is played by Burgess Meredith. He's in Santa Claus, the movie. Now, I'm not going to debate whether or not that's a Christmas movie or not, but I'm going to go ahead and guess it is.
Yeah.
Then he's in the OG Clash of the Titans.
Oh, okay. Nice.
And then Grumpy Old Man.
Oh, that's a fun
You know,
one.
I feel like he really fits that.
Yeah.
But the director is John G. Avildsen. We'll go with that. You remember how Tim talked about Balboa Insurance sounding like it could be from like Cobra Kai?
Yeah.
The director did do Karate Kids 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
He did Neighbors, I think the old Neighbors, not the new one.
Okay.
And then The Power of One.
Okay.
I don't know, it just sounds intense.
It does.
But yeah, the tagline for this film. You have a ringside seat for the bloodiest bicentennial in history.
Oh my god. That's great.
My other last note is this was the first sports film to win an Oscar. Win Best
Really?
Picture as the Oscar. And I would say it's a drama with sports. I would put drama in front of sports for my categorization.
I think it's pretty sportsy to me.
He fights and he literally only has 2 fights.
Yeah, but the whole thing centers around boxing.
That's true.
Like it's
Do we
not
need
like
to
he's
debate
doing
this?
Maybe it's not like he's doing other things. Like
I
he is,
know.
but he isn't.
But it's very drama. It is a drama.
Well, and I was just gonna say
Look at Polly.
it may have been the first one, but I don't know how many other ones have won
Seabiscuit.
it. Yeah, I know. That's what I was thinking. I was like, I
It's
feel
like
like
2.
if it's a sports movie, it's a horse racing movie. Like it's not like we have like football movies winning it or anything like that.
I know. I don't know why the
Or
replacements did not win.
Yeah.
Or
The Replacements
Moneyball.
is good. Yeah. So that's interesting. Like it's not like we really ever got over that.
Yep.
Right.
But good for it. Didn't it win other stuff too or no?
It won 3
Never.
Oscars in total. Best Pick, Best Director, and Film Editing.
After we
The
tried
editing.
to get both
I
filmed.
know.
Movie's just jumped up. It's stupid.
Classic.
Doesn't make sense. Hey, guess what? You want an award? Yeah, sure.
I thought you guys would like
Oh,
that.
that's great.
It did win a bunch of other awards, like Tim said, but I just wrote down the Oscars because
Yeah, I mean, you know.
Yeah.
when I think of Rocky, I think inspiration. I don't think Best Picture.
Yeah, I didn't know it won so much, so good
Yeah.
pick, Tim.
It's kind of crazy, right? Like,
Yeah.
That's not what you think of when you hear award winning. My brain goes to like Casablanca because that's what everybody
mean-
always says.
I knew it won some, but I didn't think it was that many. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and if you, I don't know, to me, like, if you expected to win for something, it would be like music, right? Like,
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting it to be a Best Picture winner, but.
right, no.
Today I learned.
Yeah.
We'll get into the critics' rating real quick.
Okay.
All right, real quick. I'm gonna ask this question.
Sorry.
So we have the critics, audience, IMDb, and Google. Of those 4, which one do you think rated it the highest, and which one do you think rated it the lowest?
I think the critics are probably the highest.
Okay.
And the lowest is Google, because Google.
All right, Tim. What about you?
That's tough. I I will agree. No, I was gonna say Google probably lowest, but I feel like because it's an older movie, Google gave it a pass with like the
See,
ratings and stuff. So I'm gonna say
older movies Google trashes.
yeah, but this one won a bunch of. I don't know. I'm gonna say Google is. I'm gonna go opposite of Sam.
You think the critics are the lowest?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you got Sam is right on one. Tim, you're wrong on both. Going down, critics gave it a 94%.
Woo!
I told
Google
you.
Google gave it a 93%.
Oh.
IMDb gave it an 8.1 out of 10.
Oh.
The audience rated it as a 69%.
Really? It's that low?
Interesting.
Yes.
That's crazy to me.
Right. To me, like, anything under 70%, you're like, really? Like, if it's this big of a movie.
Yeah.
So.
I wasn't expecting that. I thought the audience would have loved it.
Right? But
Interesting.
yeah, so Tim, would you flip this on?
You know, I think I would.
We didn't change your mind on that?
No.
Yeah, we didn't flip it. We didn't convince you with the film editing.
Yeah.
The best film editing in 1976. How about you, Sam?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would flip it on. I think it's hilarious. It's always me that I'm like, grumble, grumble, grumble. And then I'm like, that's pretty good. Like, I don't know why I put it off for so long.
Yeah.
And I didn't think, we did say it was a slow burn, but I didn't think that the 2 hours necessarily drug. Like, I think there was
I'd
a
agree
lot
with
of overlap in, like, him walking the streets. But, I mean, that didn't really bother me.
Sometimes you just gotta show them traveling.
Yeah, so I think, like, as far as, like, I was kind of expecting it to drag with the length, but I don't think that it does. So that was going to be my one thing about it. But go ahead, Adam.
I would also flip it on, and I'm actually pretty interested in the other ones.
No.
Okay, that's
I'm
fine.
just kidding. It's just such a commitment. Like, why do we have to have, like, so many movies?
Because this one was in 1976.
Yeah.
And we've been just milking that for the last
a million years.
I
Yeah.
don't feel like mathing.
Yeah. No, but I do kind of think, like, as we were talking about it, it seems like there's more of a, like, continuation of the story. And, like, it's worth seeing the other
It's actually
ones,
a journey.
probably.
It's not just random sequels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would
but
you say you
still.
could just drop into, like, we just be like, oh, whoopsie, we skipped Rocky 2. Could we skip that one? Or does, like, it all build?
No, I
the
think...
only skippable one is 5.
Yeah, 5 doesn't exist, but that's the only one that's also just kind of like awkwardly doesn't fit the storyline too much. But
Okay.
yeah, no, I think you kind of have to watch them all in order.
See?
That makes
Good
sense.
to know.
Yeah.
But
So if you like boxing, flip it on.
if you like Sylvester Stallone, flip it on.
Yeah.
If you like doggies.
Yeah!
Buckets! Hey, Buckets!
Or rare animals, flip it on.
Exotic animals, flip it
I
on.
know, I still do those animals.
Carl Weathers, flip it on.
Yep, absolutely Carl Weathers. Man,
If
the
you don't
fucking
like-
tank.
Yeah. If you don't like a guy just being an asshole for absolutely no reason, and the guy sticking around, you probably don't want to turn it on. Polly is
Yeah,
the
he's
worst.
kinda rough.
Mickey just randomly yells a lot. Like his normal voice is just a yell.
Yeah, he's a grumpy
So
old
flip
man.
that on if you like hearing grumpy old men yell.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Nice.
Next week, Next week is my turn, and I get to flip it. Sam, do you want to spin it?
Sure, I'll spin it.
All right, Sam's gonna
Reveal's
spin
so
it for me.
colorful.
Is it? Because I feel like we got overlapping colors. Let's see what we got this next week.
Ooh! How did you miss that?
How did you miss that? Oh, I get to do that to Tim now.
Yeah.
Hey.
Or you.
Yeah, because she's the one that's spun.
No, it's for me.
I know.
Okay.
Well,
Cool.
that'll be fun. So check back next week to see what Tim hasn't seen, I
I'm
guess.
pretty
Or me.
sure I've seen more than you guys, so...
Yeah. We'll see.
Good luck,
feel like-
Sam!
I feel like you have and you haven't.
Yeah.
We definitely stick to our own sort of, like, genres, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah,
All right.
definitely.
Thanks.
Do it!